he does well against the tall heavyweights that have no grease with them. It's different. I'm a tall heavyweight, man, but I get low. I get back. I'm greasy. Like, you just can't hit me with anything. An overhand right and a left hook, them are the only punches that I am a perfectionist at getting away from, because most guys I have fought, they have me shorter. So shorter guys naturally throw left hooks. I stay answering the phone, so you're not just going to hit me with no left hook. I stay rolling with the shoulder, so you're not going to hit me with no right hand. I could just put the left hand up, and I may brush my shoulders off after making you miss. So, like, as far as them type of punches getting off on me, like, they're going to have to come with a better game plan. And me knowing the great trainer that Don Charles is, I know they're going to come with intelligence. I know he's not going to let Dereck just come in reckless and think he's just going to just walk through me, because if they thinking that, then they got another thing coming. Like, I didn't went up against bullies in the street. I didn't knock them out. And ain't nobody just going to bully me in the ring. I'm a grown-ass man. That don't happen. You're not bullying me at no press conference. You're not bullying me at no weigh-in. You're not bullying me in no ring. Like, it's not happening. Like, you know what I mean? To beat me, I said it before, this ain't no rock'em sock'em shit when you fight Malik Scott. If you have no type of intellect at all, sorry for you. You got to have some intellect and some brains to beat me. If you just coming in brawling and thinking, man, that shit is so played out, man, that shit don't work no more. Like, you just can't come in throwing punches. Like, you got some mobility, you got some speed, you got some reflexes. What else can you do? And then people like to talk about, see, nowadays, to me, the experts don't even know, especially fans don't even know what a knockout puncher is. You know who one-punch knockout artist is guys like Mike Tyson. Why? Because he knocked people out cold. Lennox Lewis. Why? Because he knocked people out cold. Even Sam Peter, he knocked people out cold. They said Glasscock was a knockout puncher. He never knocked one fucking person out cold. They said he killed people. I don't know where they got that from. They say Dereck Chisora is a knockout artist, but I never see him knock nobody out. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not one of these fighters. Whatever it is you do good, if you don't do that shit good against me, I'm sorry, I don't believe it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But for you to be considered a knockout artist, I have to see you knock people out. Ain't that what a knockout artist is?
But do you think fighting Dereck Chisora is going to give you the recognition that you deserve?
Definitely, because he's a well-respected heavyweight. He takes no shit. He's tough. He's talented. He comes to fight. And,
however, you said in your own words, he's a well-respected heavyweight, but in your own words, he's come up short against everybody who's had class. And you believe you're class.
Yeah, but he has gave it, and no one has ever just walked through him. You got to earn it. You got to earn it to win it from him, and I plan on earning it. He's not going to give me nothing. I'm not expecting nothing to be given to me, and I'm fully aware of the situation. I'm fully aware of the fight. I know all of Dereck's strong attributes, and it's going to be a great fight, man, because this kid can fight, man, and you know what I mean? He's hungry, and he had his shot early, and people always say, well, how did he do this with 14, 15, 16 fights? Because at that time, he was ready, obviously, because none of them guys just walked through him. Yeah, David Hay clipped him, but David Hay didn't just walk through him. Vitali beat him, but Vitali didn't just walk through him. Tyson Fury had his hands full. Now it's my time now. So the question is, can Malik Scott beat Dereck Chisora the same way that the other elite heavyweights have beaten him? And I believe the answer is yes, in a major way.
So what are you going to do differently? I mean, we go back to the Glasgow fight, and I was the first to criticize you and say, man, you didn't let your hands go enough. So what are you going to do in terms of put punches together? What are you going to give us differently?
Well, you're going to see a lot more combinations, 6-7 punch combinations. You're going to see a lot more footwork. I'm not going to be running. Dereck's not going to have me in flight. He won't have to look for me as much. I'm not a stupid fighter, though. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a great fight, man. I'm just going to be Malik Scott, and I'm going to add on to all the things that I didn't do in my last fight and move on from there.
Okay, in terms of when you come to the UK, time zone, acclimatization, how often have you been to the UK?
I've never been to the UK. I've been to Russia, I've been to Belgium, I've been to all of that, but I've never been to actually London. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But,
when you look at Belgium, that's a 6-hour difference. I mean, now,
right?
Right. So that's going to be time zone difference. I know that the bomber came over recently and fought Audley Harrison. Time zone didn't really matter to him because he took Audley out in a round. But for yourself, traveling from the US to the UK, you're now going back in time with 5 hours now, or Philly time. Is that Eastern time?
Yeah, it's a decent time. Like, you know, I'm sure my promoters and my manager, Marcus Coast, they're gonna have me over there to get acclimated to everything, like, you know, in good time. And I don't know, I don't think about that type of shit, bro. Like, you know, I can fight anywhere on any time zone at any time. I'm a fighter really at heart, bro.
I appreciate that, but acclimatization and maybe a fight going into later rounds where, you know, your body and fitness, there may be questions there because of the different time zones. It's different sparring to having a fight. I'm sure you appreciate that.
Right, and like, I'm sure I will be over there in enough time to get, like, you know, like I said before, acclimated to all of that.
Right. So when you're looking, when would you say, realistically, we'll see Malik Scott to come in and do the press conference and stuff? When are we going to see you in the UK?
I really have no clue. I could let you know by tomorrow. I could talk to my promoter tonight, you know, see what they got planned and shit like that. But I really don't know. But I know I should be over there before the 10th. I should be over there, like, you know what I mean, around the 4th or 5th or something like that. I don't know. Don't get me. See, Ingram, you got me saying stuff that I don't even know about.
So you don't know. Okay, so you don't know. You got to find out about. Well, you know me. I'm the man who's going to ask the question. So you know how it goes.
Yep.
You couldn't slip out of that one then.
Okay, baby.
Okay, the big question. Saladin, I want to know, what does it mean? Please.
Saladin is like, it's a word, but it's a peace offering. It means peace. It means love. It means right on. It means I mean what I'm saying. I'm saying what I mean. I got it from my brother. My brother is one of the hip hop artists in Philadelphia. His name is Philadelphia Gates.
Okay.
And Philadelphia is a Islamic, basically, city. And when you're on your deen, that means you're living right, you're doing right, you're taking care of family. And you know the word salad just means salad. Everything is good. So my brother put both of the words together, so we came up with the word Saladin. So yeah.
Well, assalamu alaikum to you then.
Walaikum assalam, bro.
Good. Who approached who? Don Charles tells me that he approached you.
Oh,
is that true?
This is what happened. I don't know, but what I can tell you as far as what I know. What I know is him and Deontay was supposed to fight.
Yes.
The thing happened with Deontay that fight didn't happen.
Right.
I got on the internet and I put articles out saying that I would take the fight immediately, giving Don Charles and Dereck Chisora credit. They heard I was available and ready and willing to go over there and fight this kid in his hometown. And, you know, they made the arrangements for the fight to happen. No one called me and said, Malik Scott, we want to fight you. That didn't happen. That couldn't have happened because they had Deontay Wilder lined up. I'm the guy that wanted to fight when no one else wanted to fight, because I heard Brett Kendall was supposed to fight him and he turned it down. I heard Emmanuel Shar was supposed to fight him and he turned it down. I heard a couple cats was supposed to fight him and they turned it down. And you know, once again, I don't turn down nothing but my collar. So I hopped to the situation immediately. The same way with Glasscoff. The same way they build these guys up, man, and nobody wants to fight them. And there's too much political shit that goes on in boxing, man. No one wants to go over there and fight. No one wants to fight Glasscoff. No one. I'm not cut from that cloth. I'm from North Philly, and we get it how we live. Like, you know what I mean? Whoever is available and wants to fight, that's who I want to fight. Like, you know? So I don't have no.
Do you know what I'd love to do? I would literally love to be on the other end of these phones where these telephone calls are being made. When people are saying, he don't want to fight him, he don't want to fight him, they don't want to make the match made. I'd love to be a fly in the wall and just hear these negotiations and hear out the fighters' mouths, we don't want that fight. Because that would clear up all the rubbish, really.